Okay, we're live on YouTube. Everybody, I'm here with my younger daughter. My older daughter might join us, but she's always a little bit late. So we are going to do my up-down workout. We're going to go for 25 minutes this morning. Essentially, we're going to do an upper body exercise immediately into a lower body exercise, and then we'll take a little break. So what is important for you to remember? Same things as always. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please check with your doctor before doing this or any workout. What else is important? Like I always say, you have got to keep your core tight. Your core is part of your abs, or your abs, part of your back, part of your butt. So it's really critical that you keep it super, super tight. We had a really nice weekend. We were outside, the kids were playing, they were on the boats. They shot a movie. Is it a movie or just a series of short stories? We were out with the GoPro camera for a little while. It was very cute. And now we felt like getting a workout in. Straighten your legs. You can pull on your calves. Able to be very, very, very gentle. Do some hip sweeps. I ran yesterday with Dave. And yeah, it was good. But I can feel the effects. Put your arms back behind you. Give yourself some hugs. Back behind you. Give yourself some hugs. And let's get started. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, are shoulder presses. So you're going to press up, down, up, down. We're going to do 15 of those. And you're going to hold them up while you do toe raises. So I'm not going to use any weights. I'm going to go one more week without using any weights. You can, if you want to start with the 5s, and then you can always drop down if you need to. Okay, so your feet are hip width apart. Remember, core tight, like someone's going to punch you in the gut. Press up and down, up and down. So you ask, why would you keep your core tight if you're doing a shoulder exercise? Your core is the center of your power. Okay, so when you keep your core tight, your body is still, it helps you have good form, and when you have good form, it helps you, it helps prevent injury, and that's really critical. And then at the same time, you're working this area that everybody wants to work. So 3, 2, 1. Now keep them up. Go up. Woo! We have 3 more. Squeeze. How you doing, baby? Keep good form. Very good. Awesome. So now you can take a little break. Somebody is saying hello. Oh, Kate, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Kate is amazing. Yeah, it's a serious burn. So at any point when the burn gets to be too intense, you can drop down. So the next one we're going to do are bent over flies. So you're going to hinge over. You can have a little bend in your legs. You're going to squeeze your back to open and squeeze to close. You can start with those. I think you're not going to get. Why don't you get the 2s? Now the big thing is you are still. You don't jerk your body to open those up. Okay. So we're going to do bent over flies, and then we're going to go straight into deadlifts. But you'll want to pick up heavier weights for that second exercise, okay? So hinge over, squeeze your back. Squeeze your back and get your elbows up as high as you can. Yep, and down. So we're slow and controlled. So you see my pace. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a big squeeze at the top and 4 count on the way down. You want to keep those abs tight, please. How are you doing? Okay, so why don't you drop the weights now? Oh, it burns. Yeah, so when you need a break, take it 3 to 4 seconds, and then you keep going. Squeeze. And then if your form starts to falter, if you start to notice you're jerking, or your form is just terrible, like you're really like uncontrolled, squeeze those back muscles. Okay, so now you probably will be able to, because your legs are really strong. So Vivian dances, so I'm gonna give her 8s. I'm not gonna do any weights. We're gonna go right into a deadlift. Your feet are hip width apart. Not quite, a little less than hip width apart. You're gonna hinge over, keeping your back flat and your legs as straight as possible. Let the weights run down the front. Squeeze your hamstrings and glutes to get up to the top, and then really squeeze those glutes when you get all the way to the top. Okay, so what I don't want you to do is round your back when you go down. Your back should be flat, like someone could set a tray on it. Yeah, that's great. And up and really squeeze at the top. It's a really good stretch. Yeah, she said it's a good stretch. Your hamstrings will absolutely feel this. So listen, here's what I want to tell you. If you can only go to here, and that's as far down as you can, you just still can really squeeze up at the top. Be proud of whatever you're doing. Just push yourself. And what you're capable of is different from what other people are capable of, but we're not competing against each other. We're competing against ourselves. And progress is measured in really small ways. So what you're going to notice is you do this a few times. When you first start, maybe you can only go to here, and then you realize you're going to here a couple weeks later. 2. 1 more. Oh my gosh, my legs are screaming. All right, good job. How did the 8s feel? You always want to put your weights out of the way because you're distracted. Next one that Vivian and I are doing, we are going to do bicep curls into reverse lunges. So bicep curls, your feet are hip width apart. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 count. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 15 of those, slow and controlled, full extension. Then we're going to step back and we'll do 1 and 1 is 1. So we're going to do 12 of those. So you'll probably start with 5s. If you're just starting out, start out with 2s or 3s. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can start with 8s and drop down to 5s. Okay, feet hip width apart, core is tight. Remember, like someone's going to come and like punch you. You want to be super tight and prepared for it. 1, 2, 3. Keep your elbows in tight. So nothing's moving except your arms. Now, what some people start to do as they get tired is they'll start to jerk to get the weights up. No, no, no. We don't do that. We squeeze. We are super controlled. How are those feeling? Yeah? Vivian is very strong, much stronger than I was at her age. She dances a ton, and that is a lot of work. She does 4 dance classes every week. And then we've been running some. So she's super active. And I think just living in New York City, you know, we walk everywhere, up and down subway stairs. Your weights. If you've been working out with me a while, you can have 10s or 8s. Otherwise, you can start. So I'm going to step back this way and show you what you want to look like. Okay, so this front knee is at a 90-degree angle. So 1 and 1 is 1. So we're doing 12. That's 2. So when you have to really keep your core tight to keep your balance. So you'll step back, lowering through your heel and driving up through your heel. 7 more. Did I tell you we went 2.4 miles yesterday? Really? We probably walked about 0.4 of that. And we didn't run fast because I'm still kind of achy. But it felt good to just move, especially because I didn't sleep great. Okay, 3 more. Keep that body upright. 1 more. I think you're doing really well. So you always know when you do any of these exercises like this or squats, whatever it is, your knees have to stay behind your toes. Get water? Okay. Okay, so the next one we're going to do are triceps into a sumo squat. So you're going to be in this position, knees behind your toes, and you're going to squeeze out to the side. Really squeeze those triceps. Do not use higher than 5-pound weights. When we're done with that, we're going to grab one heavy weight, go up on our toes, and we're going to lower down and back up. You can be down completely on your feet if you want. So let's do our tricep side extensions. Yes, use those. If you've been with me for a while, you can start with 8s or 5s and then go to lower. But if you're just starting out, go lower. Squeeze, make sure you're squeezing those triceps. Arms are one of the most common complaints I get from women. They miss what their arms used to look like. So here's what I tell them. If you work your arms, they're going to respond. But you have to really make your muscles work. Keep your knees behind your toe, lady. Yeah. So you're kind of sticking your butt back and your back is flat. You can come down for the second part of this squat. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, you're going to get on your toes. Come back here, baby. Okay, so you're going to go right here. I'm going to go here. So you want to be up on your toes. Your toes are pointing out. Yeah, so Vivian's got a single 8. Alexandra, you can do that too. So you can hold it sideways the way Vivian is, or you can hold it up, kind of holding it with your hands so it's facing up and down. Okay, so feet wide, toes are pointed out, up on the balls of your feet, and you're going to lower down and drive up and squeeze at the top. This is a great balance exercise as well. If your balance is not working for you, you can stay with your feet flat. Woo! If you're shaking all over the place, that's awesome. That's what you want. 10 more. And remember to really squeeze at the top. I love when my girls work out with me. Yeah, these are definitely a huge burn. So when you need a break, take it. It's not a sign of weakness at all. I think we have 6 more. Woo! 4 more. If you lose your balance, who cares? Guys, we're here to push ourselves. If you are losing your balance, it's because you're busting your butt. 2, and that's what it's all about. Oh, did I miss someone saying hello? Michelle, good morning. All right, that was a good challenge. All right. The next one we are going to do, let's get 2 mats out here. We're going to do a chest press into hip ups. So let's make one here. Alexandra and Vivian, you guys can be there. And I'll be over here. The 2s. So lay back. Your feet are flat on the floor. Keep those abs tight. You're going to press up to the ceiling above your chest, not above your face. Come down, tap your elbows. Can you guys even see me? Sorry, I realize I'm a little close. Okay, so you're going to press up and down. Just let your elbows barely touch the ground when you come down. You can go heavier with chest presses. So if you've been working out with me for a while, I want you using 8s, 10s, 12s, even 15s. If you're brand new, you can use 5s. You have a lot of power in chest presses. Unlike a fly, where you need to go lighter, the chest presses, you can go heavier. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to each grab an 8 or a 5. Vivian, here's an 8. Put those off to the side somewhere where you cannot trip on them. Put your 5s off to the side. So now what you're going to do is driving up through your heels, you're going to 15. Oh, you put the weight right on your hip. Sorry, I'm not using the weight, so you just want to hold it on your hip, and it's just to add a little resistance. So drive up through your heels, Vivi. And you want your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little closer in. And really squeeze with everything you've got at the top. 10 more. Five more. 3, 2, come on, one more. And I want you to hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I want you to be screaming. Your glutes should be on fire. 3, 2, 1, done. Don't be mad at me for that. Are you guys mad at me for that? Okay, good. That felt good, right? Okay, I have a small sip of water. It's so dreary out. I'm glad we sat. Yesterday was such a nice day. Okay, the next one that we are going to do, we can move our mats. Hey, Alexandra, just move that weight off to the side, because if you were to step on that, you would totally fall down and get hurt. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is a dumbbell push. So you are going to be in this position, no heavier than 5-pound weights. You're going to push forward. Okay, then you're going to get a little bit heavier weight, and you're going to put it on the side of your leg, and we're going to squeeze up. One leg 15, the other leg 15. You will with shoulders. Shoulders are totally different. So at some point, she's going to need to drop, and then you can pick them up if you want. But 8s are going to be too heavy. Okay, so your feet are hip width apart. Your core is tight. Push and in. So your arms come back to a 90-degree angle, and you squeeze your shoulders, but again, you've got to keep your core tight. When your form starts to falter, drop down. If you just need a break, do you want to drop down? Do you want to pick up the 5s? Okay. Good job. Big difference, right? 3, 2, 1. Now you guys can probably start with an 8 for the next one, so put them out of the way. Pick up an 8, so you're just going to hold it on the outside of your thigh. Okay, so here, you back up a tiny bit. Good job. So we're going to be right here, and you're going to lift up. So you've got to keep your core tight, shoulders back, low and controlled weight. 10 more. 1. 3 more. Awesome. How'd that weight feel? Good. Okay, other leg. So you can put your hand out to the side. You can hold on to a chair, whatever works. Ooh, I just totally lost my balance. So I'm going to start over. You've got to keep your core tight. It's so important. You want to squeeze and get as high up as you can. And you want to move slowly. Yes. So did you hear what Vivian said? She said, this side's weaker for me. You are going to find, without a doubt, that you have one side that is stronger than the other. You are going to have one leg where you have better balance than the other. I just tell people it means you're a normal, fully functioning human being. 6 more. 3 more. 3. Now try not to kick up. You want to squeeze to go slowly. Good job. Nice, shake it out. Okay. The next one that we are going to do is we're going to chop high. So I want you to pretend like you have a machete. You are making your way through the forest and you're trying to chop branches out of your way to create a path. So you're going to bend a little bit. You could also compare it to if you're playing softball and you're swinging at a ball you should not be swinging at. So whatever you want to do, 1 and 1 is 1. We're going to do 15. Then we are going to go into a squat hold. And when you do that squat, you get that butt back, keep that knee behind your toe, keep this tight. Okay, 7 of 5. 5 more. Really squeeze your arms, your trunk, your legs. 2. Chop up, Alexandra. Good job. Whew. Okay, so now we're going to do our hold, and I'm going to time it because we're going to do it for 1 minute, and you're not going to like me very much, and that's okay. I have become very comfortable with that. You guys should hold a weight. You can do a 10 or you can do an 8, whichever one you want. You want a 10 or you want an 8? Okay. Here you go. So you can hold it up and down. You can hold it end to end. It does not matter to me. What does matter to me is that you sit back, lower yourself through your heels. This is your position. Okay, so you see how my knees are behind my toes? Yeah. Your feet are a little bit more than hip width apart or hip width apart. It doesn't matter. You go as low as you can go. It's not about how low I'm going. What is going to push you and challenge you? Also, you do not quit ever, ever, ever. You take those breaks when you need to, 3 to 4 seconds. You lower back, but at Visco Fit, we never quit. That is a behavior that we're looking to get out of. Women especially tend to quit on themselves. They don't quit on anybody else. We save that just for ourselves. We're not doing that anymore. Sorry, those days are over. And that's one thing I want to teach my girls. You can take a break. You can get your resources back together, but you don't quit. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Shake it out. You guys, keeping your knee behind your toe, and you really want to feel this on your inner thigh and stick your butt back. That's how you keep your knee behind your toe. Other side. So your toe is pointing forward, and that's how you'll feel it on your inner thigh. Round your back. Stretch up. Put your thumbs on the front of your hips. Press towards me and relax. Press towards me and relax. You want to bend, really stretch out your obliques and your triceps. I love this stretch. Give yourself some serious hugs. I love when they're with me. Okay, I am going to work out tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what time though. We'll talk about it later. But we are going to do, I don't know. We're going to talk about it. It all depends on if they want to work out with me or not. So I will update later, probably around the same time though, okay? Have a great day. Say bye, guys. Bye. That felt really, really good.